Nichole Suvar, thank you for being on the Compare To podcast today.
Yes, it's so good to be here, Heather.
Well, I'm excited to talk to you because you have a ministry, you're writing about this topic that I just don't know anyone who is exempt from thinking
Yeah.
about. And that's anxiety, worry, all the things the list of things we have to feel anxious about every day. And I'm excited for us to just dig in because I know you must have a story, Nichole. Like, you don't write about this stuff without having a story.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us what led you to a place where you wanted to do this kind of work, and what's your story?
So my ministry is about mental wellness, specifically anxiety, and exploring God's design for mental
Mm.
wellness,
Okay.
versus what the world has to offer. Yeah, so anxiety, you could probably say I'm an expert on it just because, like, an expert's decide someone who has at least 10,000 hours doing whatever the thing is. I have at least that many hours. My uh, memories go back to when I was like 8 years old, having panic attacks in school
Mhm.
and not having a language for it. It just, worry was really the word that maybe I would use. And so even though like my stomach's up in knots, my palms are sweaty, I'm breathing really shallow, I could hardly think because my mind's just spinning. Those were the panic attacks, but my teacher, like, from whatever I could discuss with or tell them about it, it was just like, don't worry about it. It's not that big a deal. Just calm down. Heard that language for years.
Mhm.
And I know for one part, it's just we didn't have that language back in the
Mhm.
90s.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And also, I wasn't communicating the best just because I also didn't have the language for what really was going on inside me.
Yeah.
And so I kept trying harder to
Mhm.
not worry,
Mhm.
to just calm down. And it was really hard. And I really could not do it well.
Mhm.
And that evolved into when I was in high school, all of that anxiety that was built up in me and not knowing where to go with it, it came out in control and perfectionism and having a plan for everything. And I also gave my life to Jesus. I thought maybe that would make it better. It did not.
Mhm.
Um, in the way that I would tell others about it because still was feeling this worry. And instead of the just calm down, it's not that big a deal, it was, did you pray about it? Have you read your
Mhm.
Bible? And so I took on this another burden of not only am I not able to worry, but now I can't do it because the Bible's telling me I shouldn't, but I
Mhm.
am. So I must not be a very good Christian because I keep struggling with this.
Mhm.
And it wasn't until I was 36 years old
Okay.
and I was, for the third time in my life, suicidal.
Mhm.
And I had a friend who told me you need to call a mental health hotline. She could see the in me, even though I didn't know what it was.
Mhm.
And I called the hotline, and for the first time in my life, I had the words, "This sounds like you have anxiety."
Mhm.
And it was like the clouds had opened up.
Mhm.
Like, and it wasn't a burden. It was finally a relief to have like some validation to what I had been feeling my entire life.
Mhm.
And at that point, I went to a doctor. I started seeing a counselor. I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder
Mhm.
as well as severe depression,
Mhm.
major depression, and started on that was when I finally started on the road to healing.
Mhm.
And as I'm learning more about these diagnoses that I now have, learning to heal and finding that when I was open and talking about it with others, I was getting a lot more of like, oh, that sounds like me. I have that same thing. And realizing like this is the way that I can turn these ashes into beauty. Like this is
Mhm.
what how God can flow through me in this and that I can help others realize that it's okay to struggle with anxiety. Like, this is life outside of Eden. We are in
Mhm.
exile. We're going to experience it, but it's what we
Mhm.
do with it.
Mhm.
And burying it deep and living in shame is not what we need to
Yeah.
do. We need to keep taking it to Jesus, and He has tools. By
Mhm.
His design, He has tools to help us thrive despite this
Yeah.
anxiety.
Yeah. That's so good. Yeah, and I love how you said like we just didn't have language for it.
Yeah.
Um, because I would have never told you that I had any. anxiety problems. Even I could have, I knew I worried about my body a lot and was
Mm,
constantly
mhm,
thinking about body image, food things. But it wasn't until I was 40, and I don't want to go down the rabbit trail of like, related health things, but at 40 I got my tonsils out because I had some random things going on. And my doctor was like, well, she's like, they're taking tonsils out of kids now for pandas. I don't know if you're familiar with
yeah.
pandas,
Yes.
but, so kids with pandas, like, are super, like, there's a high level of anxiety there.
Hmm.
And it's generated by the amount of strep in their body. And so I have a lot of
Yes.
strep in my body. And so she's like, we could just try it. It works for those kids because we were just trying to get the strep out. And I got my tonsils out, Nicole. And I was like, it was kind of weird. It was like, oh, I'm not like thinking I can't wait till my last activity of the day is over so I can just be at home anymore. And like I
Mm-hmm.
didn't realize all of, well, even clock checking. Later I learned,
Mm.
if you check the clock 100 times an hour, that actually could be a sign of anxiety. Right. So like I do, it is interesting to think about the people that are in our age range
Hmm.
that just have never thought that that could be a problem, right? Like,
Hmm.
and we might use the language that we're a little worried,
Hmm.
but to even think about it being anxiety is a different thing. Whereas younger people, I think, are more versed in that language. How do you know when anxiety has crossed the line into maybe I need additional help?
Mm. Yeah, because there's a part where you can be concerned. Like
Hmm.
it's okay to be concerned about things. I think that's a part of how God built us too, because we need to be concerned about our children and our health, or so that we will feed our bodies and care after our children and go to jobs because we are like there's a level of concern that we all need to live with
Hmm.
just to keep us safe. But when it rises to the point that it's anxiety, it's those thoughts that keep coming over and over in your head.
Hmm.
They actually keep you from living a life that you want to live.
Hmm.
They might keep you from going places that you would like to go, but there's these things that you're worried about that make you anxious that keep you from going. Or maybe if you go and you don't enjoy it at all because of all of this anxiety. So there's all these things that can keep you from really enjoying the gifts that God has around you because it weighs so heavy
Yeah.
on you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for like listeners of this show, one of the challenges is that anxiety is focused on whether it's anxiety diagnosable or worry or
Hmm.
concern. It's really focused on image, right? It's what will
Hmm.
other people think of me? If I go to this place, what will they think of
Hmm.
me? Do I look okay? Am I the right size to fit in with this group
Hmm.
of people? Am I dressed the right way? Will people like me or will people
Mm.
judge me for my body or the way I look, right? And it's all of this like bag of kind of centralized. I mean, we probably, a lot of us are able to multitask, so we're probably anxious about other things too. But it kind of centralized around some of these things. And I think there's a connection, even with eating disorders
Hmm.
and some of this. Like, have you
Hmm.
observed any of that?
Yeah, with just my own experience, I have a daughter who's in recovery of having an anxiety disorder, or sorry, an eating disorder. And there's definitely when we get anxious, we want to get under things under control.
Mm,
And so when we have this anxiety rising us, we try to find the things in our lives that we can control.
mhm,
And what is one thing that we can control? We can control how much food we put in our bodies or not.
mhm,
There is this feeling that we get that finally I that we think is this false sense of peace or calm because I have these things under control, therefore I must feel peace. But it's manufactured because it's something that we've created
mhm,
ourselves.
mhm,
And so, yeah, I would just explore like what things in your life are you controlling?
mhm.
And when you control them, that you believe that you feel better, that you feel more at peace because of that control. I
Yeah,
think those are the things we need to stop and look at a little closer because some of those things may not be what we're supposed to be controlling, but they're actually supposed to be trusting
yeah,
God to be doing.
yeah, yeah. Okay, but Nicole, trusting God for some of this stuff. Whew, that's hard. Like, how
Yes.
do we
Oh,
go about
yes.
releasing control? Like I
Yeah.
just can't like snap my fingers 3 times and okay, I'm not gonna worry about it anymore. Like what's the first step in
Yes.
releasing control?
Right. Because that just saying, let's just trust God is just like those people were telling me in third grade.
Mhm.
Don't worry about it. It's not that
Right.
big a deal.
Right.
Like, just trust God. So sometimes you have to do practical things that you actually act out with your body because there's something about when we move our body in a certain way, we also are communicating with our brain, with
Hmm.
our whole self, like what we're doing. So sometimes it's a brain dump of everything that I'm anxious about or all of these things that I think I need to be in control of. Like you physically write them all out down on paper. And then it may be you reading them out loud and saying them out loud. Because sometimes when we say them out loud, we're realizing like they maybe seem a little less making more sense, less sense when we say them out loud.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's once we have them all written down, we pray over it and we ask God. We need to keep inviting God into it. It's This is not going to be a one and done. This
Hmm.
isn't going to be like just flipping the light switch and it's all over. But it is a daily bringing to Him. But which for one part we think like daily. This sounds exhausting. But the beautiful thing about our Father is that when we are daily bringing something to Him, He daily wants to take it back.
Hmm.
Like His mercies are new every morning, which means every morning He is willing and able and ready to take whatever thing we picked back up and think that we need to control. He is ready to take it back. And I found like that is anxiety for me is kind of like that thorn that Paul talked about, like that thorn in the flesh that he asked God to remove and he did not. Because I see it as if I did not have this anxiety, there would be that part that I would not keep coming to God. Every morning I have to come to Him because I will wake up some mornings and I just have dread. I It's that generalized anxiety that's resting on me. I feel like something's going to happen and I don't know what it is, but it feels like dread. And instantly, when you have that happen, you're like, okay, so what can I do? What are the things that I can control so that I feel better? Before I even start doing that, I need to say, God, I need you to go ahead of me. I
Hmm.
need you to be near. I need you to be the one in control, and I want to follow you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Can I back it up just a second though?
Sure.
I wonder if part of the challenge here is actually even identifying the dread. Actually, even because I think some of us have lived with that like feeling in the
Hmm.
morning for so
Hmm.
long, we don't even notice it anymore. Right? Like it's just a
Yes.
friend, or that's just me, or that's my personality, or whatever you want to say,
Yeah.
right? Like, is there a step in there to kind of notice that?
Yeah. To even like notice it. I was thinking like, for me, I have to sometimes start following the route. Like,
Hmm.
what exactly is there a conversation I had
Yeah, what
that
inspired it?
needs,
Yeah, yeah.
yes, was there a conversation? Is there something on the calendar coming up
Hmm.
that is weighing on me?
Good.
Is there something in this day that needs to be done and I'm not looking forward to it? Like
Hmm.
sometimes it's just a phone call.
Yeah, right.
Like it could be something small, but it feels so heavy. So I
Yeah.
think for me, it's not, that's for helping me try to identify it.
Hmm.
Um, I think it can be hard to understand that we're living with that dread if that's all we've ever known.
Hmm.
Because even for myself, when I had that finally made that call to the hotline and they said like this sounds like you have anxiety and you're suffering from depression. When I finally had saw a doctor and I did go on medication for a time just to kind of get things balanced out, like all the hormone things that needed help, that I was there was a point in time that I was like, "Oh, is this how everybody else lives?"
Hmm. Yeah,
Like I really thought everyone lived with like this level of anxiety, but
yeah,
they just could manage it better.
yeah.
But realizing like, oh no, other people can like think clearly and don't have all
Mm.
these ruminating thoughts.
Yeah,
Like I think like when some of that was removed is when I could notice it.
yeah,
So I think that like somebody's living in it and not even realizing it. I think maybe it's even just to start like let's try to follow the route and follow the trail and see
yeah,
if there is something in there because when you can start identifying it, bringing it to God, seeing what part is his to control, what part is it you can address right now,
yeah,
then you might start to sense some of that lifting and then you're realizing like, "Oh, I was living with that hanging on my
yeah.
back all this time."
Yeah, that's really good. And I'm thinking, even for like folks with eating disorders, well,
Hmm.
specifically anorexia,
Hmm.
like that's one of the challenges early on is if your brain is underfed,
Hmm.
your body's underfed, your brain is underfed, you're not able to think rationally and logically. I should eat more food. I should not be so worried. I should apply the word of God to my
Hmm.
struggle. Like you like just don't have the capacity
Yeah.
to work from your prefrontal cortex and think
Yes.
about these things like you need to. So yeah, that's good. Yeah. And I think about like for me, it's the when I feel my stomach sink. That's
Mm.
my like, oh, what just made my stomach sink? Like what happened and doing what you do with like the root, identifying the root. It's like, yeah, okay. What was it something I saw on Instagram? Was it,
Yes.
was it that
Yeah.
text message I just got? Or like you said,
Hmm.
is it this meeting I have coming up? Like, so I think that's really, really helpful. Like our body does talk to us
It
about those
does.
kind of things. So,
Yes.
but you talk about returning to God's design. What do you mean by that?
Yes. Well, I mean, you just mentioned like Instagram. Like you could scroll Instagram and it won't take very long until you've got all of these people that are telling you all of these hacks
Mhm.
for the best way to, um, like just even for your mental health, or maybe it's organizing something or getting something under control. There's so many things out there, and some of them are good. But when we are making those our main things and we're neglecting what God has had from the very beginning for us, we are missing out on so much. And so in my book that's coming out June 2nd,
Okay, awesome.
yes, it's I don't have to hold it all together.
Mm. I love
Cultivating,
that title. Say that again.
yes.
Say that again, Nicole. Everyone needs to hear that.
We all need to hear it.
Yeah, say it loud from the rooftop.
I don't have to hold it all together.
Mm,
Cultivating the peace of Eden when feeling overwhelmed.
mm,
And in this book, we go back to Eden
mm.
and we are looking at these different attributes of Eden that even though the fall has happened and we are in exile, we are no longer in Eden, although our bodies were created to live in Eden, to live in that garden, and we're exiled. And God has, in his gracious goodness, has left some of these parts of Eden that are here on this earth for us to access. And when we are intentional in cultivating those in our lives, we can access his peace, we can understand him better, we can grow and thrive.
Mm.
And they that going back to like the cultivating means you need to be intentional. So cultivating, that's doing the things that you're supposed to do and you're allowing God to do the things he's supposed to do. It's all about control and outcomes
Mm.
because he's never asked us to be control of any outcome. Like he is the one who provides, he's the one who gives the increase, he's the one who ultimately is at the end of that outcome and the success. But
Mm.
our part, just like with the garden, you have to go get the seeds. You
Mm.
have to till up the ground. You got to plant the seeds. You got to water it. But then,
Yeah.
and that's it. The sunshine is not yours. The rain is not yours. The blossoms that come and the fruit and the vegetables,
Yeah.
like that is all God. That's all of the increase and the provision. We just have to do our parts of the cultivation.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really good. That's a good way to think about it. You also talk about peace being cultivated,
Hmm.
not achieved, I think is the way you say it.
Hmm.
I love that because I think women with body image issues, especially, okay, just like insight here if you haven't walked this personally, but our belief system is that I will achieve peace when I get my body a certain way, when I
Hmm.
get the look that I've been trying to get for, and I work with women up to their 70s. Like I've been trying to
Yeah.
get this look for 60 years since I was 10 years old. That's when peace will come. But that's not how we achieve peace, is it?
Yeah. No, the peace is never ours to
Mm.
make.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
But that's another part of like being outside of Eden. We have grappled and taken it on for ourselves. And so then we have all of these things that we believe we need to do in order to get that peace. That's us trying to manufacture it.
Mm.
When God is the perfect peace, he is
Mm.
the creator of peace. Nothing
Yeah.
else brings peace like our Father does.
Yeah.
Like it's that peace that passes all understanding.
Mm.
And it's because of that, because we in our human minds, what we believe peace is like this peace here on earth, but it's so small in comparison to what he has to offer for us. And we miss out on so much when we have our own to-do list
Mhm.
instead of looking to him to be the one to give us our peace. And that comes down to what are we willing to give to him with open hands.
Mhm.
So when you control things, you hold on with tight fists.
Mhm.
Like you need to, like you think of like a race car. If
Mhm.
it's going super fast, like you got a tight fist. You have to clench in order to control it.
Yeah.
But that was never our job.
Yeah.
Like we were given stewardship. Like that was before the fall.
Yeah.
God gave Adam and Eve stewardship in the garden, like to tend the garden, to care for the animals. So that's the stewardship that he has asked of us. Like
Yeah.
what is he given in our lives that we steward, and you steward with open hands.
Mm.
But then after the fall has happened, we've twisted stewardship into control and we've started taking it all and believe that we are in charge of it instead of keeping God at the center of the provision of the
Mm.
outcomes.
Preach. Preach. Yeah. Spot on. Spot on. Yeah, I mean, we talk about that a lot. The stewardship message as it pertains to taking care of your body,
Hmm.
I think has been super twisted in Christian culture
Yes. Yeah.
by the church, unfortunately. I love the church, husband's a pastor, but we have taken what it means to steward and exactly what you just said. We've made that about control, and that's
Hmm.
I think why eating disorders are an epidemic, a silent epidemic perhaps inside
Yeah.
the church, because we congratulate the woman who can go a
Hmm.
day without eating for how much quote unquote
Yes.
self-control she has and how well she's stewarding her
Yes.
body. And it's like
Yeah.
that's not it. So
Yes.
I really appreciate you, yeah, breaking that down. And to just circle back, it's the peace that we're all looking for, right? That's what we all desire. We just want to make the buzz and the
Mm.
noise and the go
Yes.
away. We're looking for that peace. And we can't make it happen on our own, can
Mm-mm.
we?
You can't make it happen, and you are not going to find it anywhere in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't come when you wear a certain size or get a
Hmm.
certain house or marry a certain person or have a certain number of children or have those children be a certain kind of successful or
Yeah.
any of the things that the world promises us. Yeah. Oh, Nichole, I am so excited about your book. There's a lot of themes in it that are similar to things I'm writing about right now. My book won't
Mhm.
be out for a year, so you guys need to go read this book today. Um, tell us the name one more time because I just love it,
Yes.
and then talk to us about where we can connect with you.
Yes. I don't have to hold it all together. Cultivating the peace of Eden when feeling overwhelmed.
Love it.
And you can find me on my website, livewithintent.org. And there's a tab on there for books. All of my books are on there, my latest one being this
Awesome.
one. I'm also on Instagram. I post a few times a week, generally something that has to do with God's design for mental wellness and encouragement to live in Him, cultivate His goodness instead of what the world has. And you can find me at Nichole J. Suvar over there too.
Awesome. And I'll make sure we've got links to all of that in the show notes. Well, Nichole, thank you so much for being on the podcast today.
This has been so good, Heather. Thank you.
Love it. And thanks for all the good work you're doing. And thank you for watching or listening today. I hope something today has helped you stop comparing and start living. Bye bye.